welcome back. Today I thought I would do another vegan empties for you guys. It's full, it's time. I have done so many of these now and I have an entire playlist dedicated to these videos. You guys still seem to really enjoy them, so I'm more than happy to continue to do them. But if you have not seen a video like this from me before, it's just my quick way of giving little reviews on different vegan-friendly things I've come upon, primarily food. I think everything's food this time. Sometimes I'll throw in some beauty products and stuff like that too, but I think it's all food this time. Where I got them, would I get them again, what I thought of them, you know? But anyways, I'm gonna jump right into it. Please feel free in the comments too to leave your opinion on any of these two. We do not have to agree. That's actually the point. I feel like we do agree most of the time, but really it's just about giving feedback in general, right? And maybe even some meal ideas for certain things too. And that way it can inspire someone else to try something new too. Anyway, let's do it. I hear a cat. Story of my life, hold on. Oh, it's Will, he eaten. I get it. By the way, little update. I feel like these videos have also turned into like, let's just kick back, let's just hang. A couple things. Still a little moistened. Yes, I said moistened because I just finished a workout. I should have, showered, but here we are. Number two, I'm feeling much better. Thank you for all your well wishes. Much better. Let's not jinx it yet. I've been well for about 4 or 5 days, but it's like the energy level is like still taking time to come back, but I feel good today. But it's supposed to be over 100 degrees today too. Anyway, all right. With that, let's just get into it with this. I'm just gonna kind of grab from wherever. Actually, in this basket this time, just at a glance, I feel like I do have some items that I have like coupon codes for or something to go with them, and I'll link everything in the description box for you guys if you're interested in anything. I appreciate your support, but no pressure as always. But with that, just speaking of the heat, I'm by the back door right now. Actually, I was gonna film this outside. I went outside, set it up because it's hot. It is, but it's still the morning. So I was like, okay, I can get away with this in some shade. I did. I even filmed an intro and everything. Had all my stuff, and then my camera just turned off. About 2 minutes in, and I was like, well, this isn't gonna work. It's too hot. Anyway, on that, I have been living with liquid IV drinks. You guys know I've been sharing this for probably about a month and a half now or so, and I love them. Nate has been having them too. I don't typically, although you can, have them on days where I don't work out, but I have been recently, especially with being sick. It's just a great way to get some more vitamins in too, but also to stay hydrated, of course. But I'm just saying that, like, if I don't work out, if I don't get a good sweat, I'm just hitting things. I don't feel like I necessarily need it. You know what I mean? But you still can. Anyway, I love them though, I do. You just add a stick of them to your water, you're good to go. And I got a couple new flavors to share with you guys. The last time I shared the acai berry and the passion fruit. Love them both. Acai berry won out of those two, but they're both very good. And now I got the strawberry and golden cherry. Do you guys remember my good friend Andrew? If you've been with me a long time, you probably do, but he told me, Kim, you gotta try the golden cherry one. That's like the best. He's not wrong. He is not wrong. Delicious. Strawberry's good too, but golden cherry. Although one of you said that the strawberry one was very artificial tasting to them. They didn't really like that one, so I'm just giving the feedback too. I thought it was fine, but I get it, I do. But the golden cherry, oh my goodness, add that to your list if you have not tried that before too. It's wonderful. Anyway, just throwing that out there. I do have 25% off you can get linked below. You're welcome to use. I definitely recommend Liquid IV. It's awesome. Next one. This was actually from, what was it called? Seafood City. Nate and I did like a haul about a month ago, maybe a little bit longer now, of just trying a different grocery store, seeing what we could find. And it was a little overwhelming, but it was fun to change it up and everything. But I came upon these Nut and Else, that's a cute little name, Nut and Else, these Wow Manny, yeah, with garlic. Basically, it's peanuts with crispy garlic chips. I will go back just for these. Oh my goodness. Like, it sounds so basic, and it is, but it is everything. everything. If you can find these, here, screenshot it. Never seen it anywhere else in my life. You need these. Divine. So good. Hard to describe because the peanut itself is kind of just like a normal peanut, salted, good, delish. But then the garlic crisps are like garlic, almost like freeze-dried garlic maybe is the best way to describe it. They're so crispy, melt in your mouth, and it just goes together so well. So good. They're amazing. I hope you can find them. Anyway. Okay, next one, and again, I'll have this link below for you guys too, and it is a code that you can use that will give you up to $40 off, just depending on what, like, how much you order. But you guys know I've talked about Daily Harvest now for, gosh, over a year, I would say now. They have come so far now with like their line in general. So if you're not familiar with it though, it's completely online. You can make your order that way and it ships to your door. Everything comes frozen. It's wonderful. It is. But you know, I've said again that they've expanded so much. I believe when they first launched a few years ago, it was just smoothies, and they're delicious and they still have them. They are, but that's kind of all that it was. Now they've got these harvest bowls. They've got oatmeal bowls. They have these like new big harvest bakes that you can of course bake in the oven. What else? Oh, the snack bites, those are delicious. The ice cream, delicious. Oh my gosh. I've talked about it a lot. There's Will. But now their most recent launch, which I'm really impressed with so far. I do have one more to try though, that's like a different variety, but their new crumbles. So good, like meatless crumbles. But what I was telling you guys, because I shared this a couple weeks ago on a vlog, I really enjoyed it because it wasn't trying to mimic ground meat like many of them do, which I love. I do. The Trader Joe's one, love that. The beefless meat crumbles, those are so good. I like the Gardein ones, but they are trying to mimic real meat, right? And this is actually a blend of like lentils and leeks and butternut squash, hemp seeds too, which I love. And you can see on the back there even. So it's very different. It's not trying to be that flavor, you know? And it was so good. And you can add this into any and everything. I made tacos with this, and then I paired it up actually even with the new vegan ravioli from Trader Joe's one night too, as like the meat in it. Why not? I love this, but yeah, there is another one too that I need to try still. That's like a different base as well. But yeah, I just wanted to share those because they're really, really good. But check out their website because they've just expanded so much. See if there's anything that, you know, piques your interest that can be helpful for you, because it's really nice to be able to just take these, like, grab and go. Super healthy, of course, out the door to work and all that. Anyway, this is the Harvest Bowl too that I tried. Oh, this was good. This was a good one. The cauliflower rice and pesto one. And I actually had this, and then I made one of those, what is it? The Taiwanese scallion pancakes from Trader Joe's, made one of those, and then like scooped what was in here onto that, so good. I loved it. So yeah, I wanted to save this one to share with you guys too. This is a good one. The cauliflower rice and pesto, lots of flavor. Do you hear that bird? Now it stops. I'm sweating. Bad. Anyway, let's move along. Okay, I won't spend too much time because we did do a completely dedicated video to this new product from Trader Joe's, the new vegan spinach and cashew ravioli. It's wonderful. It's amazing. We love it. I will say this though, with having tried it now multiple times, I think we've gone through 3 of these now. It does say on here, like most ravioli, just to like boil it for what, like 3 to 4 minutes. I'm gonna suggest don't even boil it at all. Whatever sauce you're making, put it into the sauce for about 3 or 4 minutes and you're good. You don't need to boil it. It's more likely that it's gonna like burst and then you got kind of a mess or empty raviolis at that point, and you don't need to. It'll cook up in the sauce, so just do that. Just saying. It's incredible. I'm so happy they have it. I hope it stays. It's a great price point. It's like $3.99, which is super affordable for a vegan ravioli in comparison to like what's out there already. Anyway, I love it. But again, we do have a video dedicated to it, so I'll put that up here if you guys do want to check that out in case you missed it. Now, this was from Costco, the Mezzi Kitchen Home Style Falafel. So yeah, I got this just about 2 or 3 weeks ago, my last Costco haul. And I mentioned I wanted to pick it up and have Nate try it because he's a big fan of falafel. I've never been really the biggest fan myself. And I've been kind of having a bust with getting like store-bought falafel lately for him. They just haven't been hitting the spot for him. And then he kind of said the same thing about these ones too. And I was like, you know what? I think you're just over it. I don't think they're bad. I think you're just done. And he's like, I think that's what it is too. But here's the thing. Like if you've never seen falafel before, that's like what it does look like. They're basically little fried chickpea dough balls and with like Mediterranean type seasonings. But traditionally they're made where they're like deep fried when you go to like a Mediterranean restaurant and stuff. And it makes a world of difference, just like most things, of course, when it's deep fried, it does taste different. And I think though for falafel, not that it's bad if you don't deep fry it, it's just very different and it doesn't really hit the spot, I guess, if you don't deep fry it. So he's just kind of over buying it. So we'll take a break for now. So I'm not gonna say it was bad, but it wasn't a must have. I'll say that. But anyway, I'm sure you get it though. There's certain things that they're good, but they can't really be beat the traditional way, you know? Anyway. By the way, last night, tried these out. Both Nate and I did. I got these at the vegan grocery store we do have here in Vegas, like the Veg and Out Market. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Here's the problem. I'll do a little Googling real quick and I'll put it right here if I find where you can find these because I don't know otherwise. I'm going to assume like a Whole Foods or something, but I don't know. But this is the Graystone Bakery. Yeah, Graystone Bakery vegan fudge brownie, vegan cinnamon roll blondie. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Here's what Nate said, because he was gonna have both. And I was like, no, I get some. He was like, this one right here is like periody. And I was like, excuse me? I'm not making this up. And I was like, what does that mean? He's like if you're on your period, like you're gonna want this. And I was like, periody. Thank you. That's Nate. But he's not wrong. 100% would fill that craving for sure. Chocolate, gooey, just melt in your mouth, delicious. But now you will always say periody. You're welcome. But with that said, as good as it was, I personally thought this one was even better. This one was amazing. It's so soft. And for being like, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not good for you at all. So it makes sense that they're wonderful. But I just, usually this kind of stuff, like it's good, but it's not as good as like homemade and stuff. I'm kind of challenging that this could be just as great as homemade. It's amazing. Try these if you can find them. Like I said, I'm gonna do some searching. I'm gonna do it. I mentioned this on my last Trader Joe's haul. I did, because I got some more of them. And I had mentioned that I don't think enough people talk about this product. It launched a few months ago now, and it's the Thai banana fritters, sliced Thai Namwa bananas in a coconut milk, rice flour, and sesame seed batter. It is vegan and gluten-free, and it is sinful. So good. So good. I told you then too that I think, and I'm still standing by it, it tastes like a banana donut meets a funnel cake. Sprinkle some powdered sugar on top when it's done. And I just popped them into the air fryer, and it even has the directions to do that. 4 to 6 minutes in the air fryer. Done. Put the powdered sugar on top. So good. Amazing. I just feel like many people don't talk about them. I was guilty of this too, but now it's gonna change. I'm gonna talk about them. Delicious. Get your hands on them. They're in the frozen section. Okay, I have a fail. Most of these have been good, right? But I do have a fail. I got this recently, actually. This was from Whole Foods, and by the Whole Foods brand, the 365 brand. And it was in, of course, like the vegan section, and it was near the Sweet Earth chicken bites. If you know what I'm talking about, you know, like in the little tray. And in fact, this was, again, it was like right by it and in the same type of tray right next to it. But this is about $1 or $2 less. than the Sweet Earth one. And I've tried the Sweet Earth one many times. They even have it in different flavors and stuff too. I've tried many of them. They're very good. I don't think there's even one that I don't like. Like, they're all really good. But I was hoping that like this would be so similar to that, but a cheaper option, you know? And honestly, the 365 brand in general, for like a lot of their vegan things, specifically the cheeses, like the shredded cheeses and the sliced ones, I think they're great. I really do. And they're a pretty good price. I think they're like $4 usually, like per pack. So I thought, you know, we'd be in good hands. No, it's like sponge. It's like a sponge. And we did this about a week ago. I can't remember what we were gonna like pair it with. I don't remember, but you know what? I think we were gonna do like taco salads. I was craving that actually. And we were cooking it up in the pan. Then we were gonna add like taco seasoning to it. I mean, what could go wrong? And before we even added any seasoning to it, we wanted to heat it through, and then we wanted to taste it too before, again, adding anything to it, so I can give you the feedback. And we both kind of like took a bite and then went, no. No, it's not even really the flavor, it's just the texture. It's like a sponge. It's the best way I can describe it. Nate totally said the same thing. Very, very different, in my opinion, than the Sweet Earth one. So don't let that, like, if you've had this and not Sweet Earth, and now you see them next to each other, and you're probably gonna think that, well, then that one tastes like this. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It's the texture. This is a miss for us. Kind of a letdown, kind of a bummer. Anyway, Whole Foods too. We actually did try this with the ravioli video that we did, the plant-based tomato pesto, again from the Whole Foods brand. I really liked it, but if you remember on that video too, Nate was not really a big fan of it. It kind of does taste like a marinara meets pesto, or what do they even call that too, like pink sauce? No, that's where you mix like Alfredo and marinara, huh? But it kind of reminded me of that, like not the Alfredo part, but just that it was mixing two worlds basically of like marinara and pesto. I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was like mind blowing either. So I mean, it's not like gonna be a staple or anything, but it was a cool change up. It's a very small jar though, it is. Meh. Okay, next ones I think are mostly from Costco, I think, this being one of them. I kept the top of the package here. They are the Simply protein bars, and I was like nervous to get them because I don't typically like to get things in bulk if I've never tried them before, especially protein bars, because what if I don't like them and now I have 80 of them? And the good news is we really, really like these, like a lot. Cat. Take your time, Will. These actually are like Rice Krispie treats. That's the best way I can describe them. Like Rice Krispie treats. And the macros on these is incredible. Like really, really good. And of course it is a plant-based version for all of them too, which is awesome. My personal favorite out of the flavors is the lemon coconut. I really, really like that a lot. And you do get both flavors really coming through. And then the peanut butter one's good, and then the chocolate sea salt too. But Nate's been sticking kind of to those ones, and I've just really been enjoying that one. And my only feedback, I think I shared this over on my Instagram when I did try it. I would still get them again though. It's still a win for me. They do have like this slight aftertaste to it that's kind of hard to describe. That's not like the best, but at the same time, it's fine. It's okay. But maybe that's that protein kind of still coming through in the end. I don't know. I really liked them. I like that they're different than most protein bars, and being that they're taking on like a Rice Krispie, you know, treat idea. You don't see that too often. I really like them, but yeah, just a little aftertaste, kind of weird, but really good. It is. This was also a fail. I'm sorry, it just was. And I know so many people are really, really happy with this. And to that I say, go nuts. I love vegan jerky for the most part. Most of them out there, I love them. And so when I find the ones that like are the ones I love, I'm like, heck yeah, man. So if this is it for you, keep it daily, you know? But for me, we know, it smelled like dog food, my friends. I'm sorry, it did. It did. But I will say this, and got it at Costco, which is cool too because it's a huge bag. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I cannot. Nate agreed. Many of you said that the teriyaki one was like much better. And this is just the original. So I would try that, I would. But this was not it, it's the smell. The texture is not bad, not at all. And I love Beyond Meat, I do. But, just socks you in the face with dog food. My friends, I'm not kidding. I hate to be that way, but I just can't. This is not it for me. What am I missing? Like, what went wrong? Anyway, sorry. It's just no. All right, another one from Costco that we recently got, and actually we do still have one left, but it comes with 2 big trays in here of these cheese enchiladas. By the way, I think they even launched now at Costco. It just made me think of it. Some kind of like frozen quesadillas by the Tattooed Chef brand, and they look really, really good. Don't hold me to that though. As far as it being vegan, it might just be a vegetarian option. I don't know. I think I just saw it circulating though. I'm not sure. Looks good. These are awesome though too. We have, again, 1 tray left. I shared it on a vlog actually, but that's kind of like, you know, what it will look like. Very, very good. Super easy. 10 minutes in the microwave, that is it. Let it sit a couple minutes, it'll thicken up again. Super, super simple. Really, really liked it. And this was really cool to see at Costco too, because if I remember right, the price was like $14 for this. And I think this is sold at Target, and for like 1 tray, I want to say is like 10 or 11 bucks. So it's a really good deal at Costco if you do come upon them. And both Nate and I really, really enjoyed it. Very good flavor, not super spicy at all, or not even really spicy at all. Sometimes Tattooed Chef, I've mentioned this before, their plant-based burrito bowl, I love it, but it doesn't claim to be spicy or anything, and I personally find it kind of spicy. So I wondered if this would be that way too, and it really wasn't. It's very good flavor. It's mostly like a bean filling in it too. Okay, next one. This was so sweet of them to send my way. I have a couple more too, but we got through this one. 3 Wishes. My first time trying this cereal was actually, I believe, like this brand, was last fall, the pumpkin spice one, when, you know, when pumpkin spice goes crazy, right? And I believe it was then that I had tried out that cereal with that flavor, and we loved it. And the best way I can describe it, it's kind of funny, it brought me back. I remember that. And when I had this one, same thing. You remember, unfortunately, Lucky Charms are not vegan because the marshmallow is not like a vegan friendly one. It has gelatin. But if you've ever had them before, like, you know, the texture of the marshmallows in Lucky Charms, it's like in a class of its own. It's so good. I love it. Even though this is not like trying to be that at all, it's like just little round, like hard cereal. To me, something about the texture takes me back to the Lucky Charm marshmallows. I love it. So good. Now this is just the fruity one, and it tasted just like Fruit Loops. Yep, it did. But what's cool about this cereal, and many of you have actually said that you love it too, and I am with you now. I love it as well, but it's very minimal. The ingredients is chickpea, tapioca, pea protein, sugar, organic cane sugar, natural flavors, vegetable juice, and monk fruit. That is it. Like, it's crazy. And it's pretty low sugar too. 3 grams for per serving. 3/4 cup, 130 calories. Like, I mean, you just can't really beat this. 8 grams of protein for cereal. It's good. It is not the best cereal I've ever had in my life, but for what it is, oh my gosh. So good. And they have lots of flavors. You can find this at Sprouts, Whole Foods. Those are the 2 that I know of. And again, sometimes for certain seasons, they'll come out with like special edition flavors and stuff. But yeah, they actually sent a few boxes over our way, and I really appreciate it because we are huge, huge fans. It kind of reminds me of, which I've never technically tried because to my knowledge, it's not vegan, But this, I feel like, would be the vegan option then to what that one's trying to do. But what is it? Magic Spoon, I believe is what it's called. And that one's supposed to be like a low sugar, low carb option and those kinds of things. And I feel like, again, this is like the vegan version of that. And it's really, really good too. Anyway, just throwing it out there that if you come upon this in the stores, Lucky Charm throwback. Somehow it just is. Okay, 2 more and we'll wrap it up because my cheeks are sweaty. Anyway, so Costco, again, I just bought this on a whim, the Chobani Oat coffee creamer, sweet and creamy. Oh my goodness. And this is from someone, this is distracting me, that doesn't love creamers usually. Like, I don't hate them, but I'm someone that can drink coffee black. I mean, I like things simple. But this, my friends, was amazing. Nate loved it too. Oh my gosh, like so good. I'm so glad I picked it up. I just saw that it was new. I was like, well, why not? But normally I probably would have just passed right by this, not thought nothing of it. So good, and I will definitely get it again. And it does even show on here too. 1 tablespoon is the serving size for like 20 calories. And I completely agree. Like even half a tablespoon is like more than enough. It is so sweet, but so flavorful. You just need a teeny tiny bit. It's super thick and creamy. Love this. This is good. I think this Chobani Oat kind has like different flavors and stuff too. Not at Costco, but like just in general. So I'd be like interested to try some of those too now, knowing that I really, really like this one. Okay, last but not least, I have another protein powder that we finished up. And it is the new Zest, which you guys know I love. I also have linked below for you guys. It's one of my favorite proteins out there, it really is. But the clean, lean protein in the wild strawberry. I love the strawberry one. It's just so good, so refreshing. And yeah, I usually just will take a handful of blueberries, because obviously I love my blueberries, and 1 banana, sometimes like 3/4 of banana. You need to know this. This is what I do. Just depends on the size, you know? Put it frozen, put it into the blender, a couple scoops of this, a little bit of almond milk, blend, blend, blend. Then you take a clear cup matters, and then you put like a good scoop of granola at the bottom of the cup, and you pour over top, and then you put the granola right on top too. It's delicious. It's delicious every time. It's so good. That's what I do, and I live on it a lot when it is super hot like today. So we definitely need some more of this, but seriously, it is so good, and I always rave about this, specifically with its macros. The macros on the new Zest proteins are wonderful, like hard to beat wonderful, and still taste amazing. So I'm a huge, huge fan. I've mentioned it now for years. I love it. So I'll have, again, that linked below for you guys, but definitely recommend the strawberry. I've had the chocolate, the vanilla. I like them all, but something about the strawberry, that's where it's at. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. We got through it all. Gearing up for the heat. It's supposed to be 104 tomorrow. It's bad when like 100 is like cool. Anyway, hope you guys have a great, great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.